Welcome to Ypam'S Limitless Graduation. Ypam'S journey began in 2012 with one simple goal: to support youth literacy development and help students grow. And from then on, the organization continued to expand. Spelling bees, math contests, robotics, youth leadership programs. Not only did the programs grow, but so did the Ypam community. Students became mentors. Those who once followed began to lead. As the expectations began to grow, the challenges became more real, but the progress started to show. Until eventually, that growth leads somewhere. It leads here, to this stage, to this moment, to a graduation that reflects everything built along the way. So get ready and join me in welcoming our MC for the evening, Arivi Ariyaratnam.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, proud families, and our incredible graduates. Welcome to Limitless, a celebration of growth, leadership, and the journey of young individuals who chose not to stay where they were, but to rise beyond limits. Tonight, we gather to celebrate the graduation of an extraordinary group of leaders who have committed themselves to months of growth, learning, and service. Graduation is often seen as a finish line, but tonight, we see it differently. This is not where the journey ends. This is where it begins. Look around you. This room is filled with people who believed, who supported, who guided, and who uplifted. Because no meaningful journey is ever taken alone. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready to celebrate excellence. Let's begin. We begin tonight with a special red carpet processional, a moment to recognize those who helped make this journey possible. First, we welcome the individuals who continue to build, guide, and shape this incredible program. Their dedication creates the foundation for everything we celebrate tonight. Please join me in welcoming our Ypam members. First up, we have Divya Jagasundaram, Mayuri Jnanabhaskaran, and Sudharmani Mayuran. Rachit Desai and Kruti Dave. Arul Appakutti and Jude Milston and Pragash Jnanabhaskaran. Aparna Sudanandan, Jessica Chanchino, and Keshani Linus. Anjana Selva Ravindran, Mahi Parikh, and Akshaya Selva Ravindran. Lipi Hadra and Jason Jagoon. Nada Kesavan and Alan Bell. Manoj Rajasiri, Madhushant Premachandran. Jason Brathwaite, Venkat Ganesh, Nairon Ali. Amanda Colucci and tonight would not be possible without the generosity and belief of those who invest in the future. We proudly recognize our sponsors, and now we acknowledge with gratitude our graduation sponsors whose support helps make this milestone moment possible. Let's welcome Rasfan Fayez, Vijay Koneswaran, Dilani Gunaraja and Mohan Gunaraja. Mr. and Mrs. Kamal Soundranayagam, Mr. and Mrs. Nimal Vinayagamurthy. Pradeep Chandragasam. Mr. and Mrs. Anoshan Ahangama. Vino Jayakaran. Mr. and Mrs. Kili Challaya. Mr. and Mrs. Ramesh Rajadure. Mr. and Mrs. Uma Vijayakandan. Mr. and Mrs. Sabeshan Sivasubramaniam. Mr. and Mrs. TK and Ila. Mr. and Mrs. Bob Balakumar. Mr. and Mrs. Vince Sinnadurai. Mr. and Mrs. Dinesh Ratnasingam. And now, we are proud to recognize our annual sponsors, our partners in purpose, and champions of youth leadership. Please welcome Mr. and Mrs. Gajan Aramugham, CEO of Lakva Kitchen. Please welcome Mr. and Mrs. Mayuran Tharmabalan, CEO of Mayuran Tharmabalan Professional Corporation. And now, please welcome Mr. and Mrs. Vidhu Ramachandran, CEO of Ramachandran Law. Now, we turn our attention to those whose voices inspire, whose leadership uplifts, and whose presence tonight adds meaning to the celebration. A distinguished business leader and community advocate with a legacy of global leadership and economic impact. Please welcome Pradeep Sood, co-owner of Highbury Kenko Corporation. Joining us, a global entrepreneur, executive chairman, and visionary leader recognized for driving innovation, business growth, and multicultural leadership. Please welcome Murali Srinarayana Das, CEO of 369 Global. Now we have a globally experienced finance leader, CEO, and scholar with a distinguished record in capital markets and innovation. Please welcome Bahi Kandavel, founder and CEO of North Star Trading. And now it is my privilege to introduce two distinguished individuals whose leadership extends beyond titles and into true community impact. A dedicated leader in service and safety, committed to strengthening our communities. Please welcome Superintendent of York Regional Police, District 5, Chirag Bhatt, accompanied by his wife, Rohini Bhatt. And now, a champion for our city whose vision continues to shape the future for generations to come. Please welcome His Worship, Mayor Frank Scarpitti of Markham. And now we arrive at the heart of our celebration. These are the young leaders who have committed themselves to growth, to discipline, to service, and to becoming the very best versions of themselves. They are not just participants of a program. They are the future. They are the leaders of tomorrow. And tonight, they take their walk. Ladies and gentlemen, I invite you to rise to celebrate and to show your support as we proudly welcome the graduates of the Youth Leadership Program. Please welcome Arabi Paskaran, Ajay Para, Akhilesh Paraparan, Aliyah Chaudhry, Anjali Rayaprabhu, Anushka Chandramohan, Aaron Luxman, Balaharan Mayuran, Ditya Medavarapu, Dilani Suresh Kumar, Elza Muralidharan, Ganesh Kamalanathan, Hiya Shet, Kajan Satyendra, Carissa Ramphal, Madhusa Suresh Karan, Yugen. Rishvita Kirikaran. Rojika Kamalanathan. Sahana Laxman. Sayana Kiriharan. Sharveen Arulisvaran. Divyan Nagularaj. Varshika Vasigaran. Zain Chaudhry. And now, please give our graduates a huge round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, you may now be seated. All right, we're gonna jump in, and now, as we celebrate their journey, I now have the honor of joining you on this stage. What we just witnessed was more than an entrance. It was a reflection of a journey filled with growth, with challenges, and moments that required real courage. Because being limitless doesn't mean life has no obstacles. It means you refuse to let these obstacles define your ceiling. The world will try to hand you limits, labels, expectations, doubt, but true leadership is choosing not to accept those limits as truth. And just like any flight, before takeoff, there's preparation, moments that feel like stepping back, like waiting, like uncertainty. But in reality, that's where momentum is built. And tonight, that journey becomes your runway, your launch point. And tonight is not just about how far our graduates have come, but how far they're about to go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Limitless 2026. My name is Arabi Ariyaratnam, and I will be your MC for this evening's journey. Before we continue, we would like to acknowledge that we are gathered on the traditional territory of many nations, including the Mississaugas of the Credit, the Anishinaabe, the Chippewa, the Haudenosaunee, and the Wendat peoples, and is now home to many diverse First Nations, Inuit, and Métis people. As we gather this evening, we do so with gratitude for the opportunity to be here. And now, to get into our official program, to officially welcome you and set the tone for this special evening, it is my pleasure to invite someone who has played an important role in bringing this vision to life. There are individuals who quietly but powerfully shape what this program becomes. Divya Jagasundram is one of those individuals, a life coach who has been part of this organization since 2018, a mentor who sees potential before it's fully realized. As the leader of levels 4 and 5 in our youth leadership program, Divya works at a pivotal stage in each student's journey, where transformation becomes visible, where confidence begins to take form as leadership, and where young individuals start to truly find their voice. Through challenge, guidance, and unwavering support, Divya helps students step into who they are meant to become. Please join me in welcoming Divya Jagasundram to deliver our welcome address.
Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, parents, and the stars of tonight's evening, our graduates of YLP for 2026. A really, really warm welcome to every single one of you here. Thank you for the introduction. It's been an absolute pleasure to be part of Ypam and YLP. Since 2018, I had no idea it had been this long. Time absolutely flies, and this particular group have had a very, very close space in my own heart because of the fact that I was with them when they first started. So they were with us through COVID. I got to actually be in classrooms with them. Actually had my first experiences of mischief and cheekiness. Some of them are looking at me because they remember the little pranks, trying to persuade them and bribe them with sweets and biscuits and popcorn and pizza just to get them to actually speak and use their voices. And now, as you're going to hear a little bit later, they are the most confident beings, I believe, in this entire room. I actually want to take a moment and also talk a little bit about YPAM and YLP for those of you who perhaps don't actually know much about us as an organization. So first of all, there are many, many hours, tears, blood, sweat, energy, enthusiasm, life, and everything else that has gone in from Rukshan and his family to be able to actually make YPAM and YLP what it is today. So when we talk about sort of unsung heroes and the people behind the scenes, Gaia and Rukshan, you are incredible and an incredible force. Rukshan, I haven't heard his name be mentioned so far. I can't even see him anywhere. But Rukshan, it's Rukshan's vision. It was Rukshan that actually brought me even to the organization. And when he talked about youth leadership and the power that we want to be able, and the power and the confidence and the belief that we want to instill in the younger generation, who are supposed to be our future leaders, to be able to actually communicate, to be leaders, to have this confidence, to be able to stand up, to be able to verbalize and vocalize, self-advocate, present, and do all of the things that you're going to witness. That's been actually part of Rukshan's vision from the beginning, and I've been so happy and honestly honored and privileged to be a part of that. To the parents that we have in the room as well, can I just have you stand up for just a moment? So everyone who is a parent who has a child graduating from today, see, I see Zane's parents there because I remember, right? And Sahana's parents. If you could all, just the parents, if you've got kids graduating, can we all just take a moment to please give them a round of applause, everyone? It's honestly the dedication of the parents that we see here, right? The hours, the driving around, again, during COVID time, ensuring their kids were showing up, right, into virtual calls. And kids, I mean, you did a splendid job, but I mean, it wouldn't be without your parents, and so first thanks always comes to them. Over the years, just so you know, YPAM in and of itself has had more than 5,000 students be part of our programs collectively. And for YLP, in case you don't know, the Youth Leadership Program has seen more than 1,000 students over its time, of which you see these students here today. This is our 5th graduation. Super duper proud to again be part of this. And for our limitless students and graduates, one thing I want to leave with you And maybe this will actually instill something in the hearts of everybody else too. One of my favorite quotes of all time is by Marianne Williamson, and it goes, "Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is actually that we are powerful beyond measure." And that is exactly what we're talking about with being limitless. And to talk about being this best version of yourself, know what that best version of yourself is. What is that going to look like? How are you going to show up for yourselves? And that's what we've been teaching our children here. Another quote that I'll leave you with, and I think that's for all of us, Yat bhavam tat bhavati, from the Vedas, which means that which you think you become. So if you think I'm a leader, I absolutely am going to show up as a leader. If I come on this stage and I'm saying, oh, I'm really scared, I don't feel confident, I don't feel good, well, that's now what I exude, that's what I imbibe. But if I come on here and I say, well, I am confident, I'm a leader, I can communicate, I know what I'm going to say, then I'm going to exactly imbibe those qualities as well. Thank you very much for being here, everybody, and enjoy the evening.
Thank you so much, Divya, for that warm and inspiring welcome. It truly sets the tone for the celebration ahead as we honor the achievements of our youth leaders. Thank you so much. Just a quick announcement before we go into the rest of the program. If the owners of a Toyota RAV4 with the license plate AXSY443, if you could please move your vehicle as it may end up getting towed. Once again, that's a red Toyota RAV4 with the license plate AXSY443. Thank you so much. And we have somebody's phone here. Maybe you might have left it outside. It's an iPhone with a clear case. Oh, we found the owner already. Awesome. Okay, so jumping into our program. At this time, it is my pleasure to invite a respected leader with over 2 decades of experience who plays a vital role in keeping our community safe and strong. He's not just a supporter of this organization, but he is also known for guiding complex organizations through change with a strong focus on people, trust, and impact. He has led large multidisciplinary teams and contributed to developing future police leaders in Ontario. Currently serving as officer in charge of District 5, supporting the city of Markham and the town of Stouffville, his work continues to strengthen both community and service. He holds a Bachelor of Science from Western University and a Master of Arts in Leadership from the University of Guelph, and also serves as a part-time professor at the University of Guelph-Humber in the Justice Studies program, while supporting initiatives focused on homelessness and affordable housing. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Superintendent Chirag Bhatt of the York Regional Police, District 5, to deliver celebratory remarks.
Thank you so much. I gotta tell you, I'm gonna travel with you everywhere so you can read my bio because that's amazing. The way you speak, it's incredible. Good evening, everybody. Before I get into my celebratory remarks, recognizing the people that we are here to celebrate today, I just want to point something out real quick. If somebody's car does get towed, it is not the York Regional Police. We'll look to the mayor here of Markham. It's a bylaw issue. I'm just kidding, sir. I'm just kidding. I'm going to pay for that one later, I think. You know, before we get into, again, as I mentioned, into celebrating our graduates, you know, the critical task of any leader is to build future leaders. So what I'd like to do is anybody that helped instruct this program, helped run this program, I'd like you to stand up, please. There you are, yeah, come on. Rachit, where's Rakshan? There you go. Folks, you are absolutely incredible leaders because what you do is so important, which is building up our future generation because we rely upon you guys. You may have heard in the bio real quick that most of my experience at York Regional Police has been building out leadership development programs, and I've studied leadership and the way to do it. And I can tell you that in my experience, what I've learned is for a number of years, many organizations, including ours, didn't do it right. What we would do is we would move somebody into a role and then give you the development, give you the training to be able to succeed on those roles. That is literally like taking and putting somebody in an ocean and trying to teach you to swim. That doesn't make a lot of sense. The key is to give you the skills to succeed. So no matter what situation, no matter what lake, ocean you go into, you're gonna swim and you're gonna thrive. And that is what this program is all about. And it is so absolutely incredible to see it, because this program is going to give you the skills. It has given you the skills. I'm getting some feedback. Giving you the skills to succeed. And I have no doubt that each and every one of you will. You know, and I'm gonna be brief here, but we know that as we look into the past, into some of the news recently, the future can look a little scary, right? There's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of complexities, a lot of uncertainty. But you know who remains steady during that times? It's leaders. And that is all of you, right? When we think about the future of the city of Markham, when we think about the future of the province of Ontario and this country and this world, we are gonna be just fine because of you, because of the leadership that you show. Yeah, round of applause for them, please. And I'm looking directly at all of you because I genuinely and truly mean it. The more I learn about the Ypam program, the way I see you walk down this red carpet with just that confidence, I have no doubt we are gonna be just fine. In fact, we are gonna thrive because your futures are absolutely limitless. Don't look back, aim for the stars. You guys are gonna do amazing things. We are also proud of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Superintendent Butt, for those encouraging words to our graduates and for those thoughtful remarks. And I have to say, thank you so much for your continued dedication to our community. All right, so moving forward, it is my distinct honor to introduce a truly distinguished leader, the longest-serving mayor of the city of Markham, first elected in 1985 to Markham Council as a regional councillor. He has since been elected 10 times by the people of Markham, with over 3 decades of service on both the City of Markham and York Region Councils. His leadership has helped shape the growth and future of this community. Beyond public service, his dedication to nonprofit organizations across health, arts, and social programs has created lasting impact. But for us, his role is even more personal. He's not just a supporter of this organization, he's a pioneer, a backbone, and someone whose belief and guidance have helped carry this vision forward. His generosity, including his support through his annual Chinese New Year Gala, where Ypam was grateful to be a recipient, reflects a deep commitment to youth and community development. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving a warm welcome to His Worship, Mayor Frank Scarpitti, to the stage.
Well, thank you very much, and good evening, everyone. It's a real pleasure and honor for me to be here this evening, celebrating the great success of the Youth Leadership Program, all of the graduates that are here. I want to say a warm welcome to all of the special guests and speakers that are here this evening. Not only have they been a great support to Ypam, but you're going to be hearing from them this evening. And I will just say, I'm often interested in someone's journey, maybe the challenges that they faced, how they overcame them, and how they got to where they are today. And we can all learn from that. But I do want to say one thing, though. Your journey is your journey. And so, you know, you're a little like sponges right now. Take whatever information you're going to hear, some guidance, some advice, and try to think about how that could be applied to your own life. I just want to say to Rukshan, if he's back in the room, I know he's busy tonight with such an amazing gala. But I just want to say to Rakshan, to everyone who's been involved with this organization since its inception, I've always been amazed at the dedication, the commitment that leaders in this organization give time and time again. And whether it's the reading program, the math program, the youth leadership program that has allowed young people to come forward and to be able to learn skills, but also apply those skills and provide leadership. And I know that whether it's been the Women's International Day, the Men's Day, and other activities that you've undertaken, you've done a great job organizing those events and provided some wonderful and amazing leadership. So to Rakshan, to everyone who's been involved over the years, this tonight is the largest event Ypam has ever held in its history. So what a great achievement. But I remember some of those early days when volunteers were a small group, when the organization was struggling to establish itself, and over the years has been great leadership that's been there consistently, and it's amazing to see how many volunteers. It just keeps growing. I always love coming to the bowling appreciation night that you have, more to see all of the green shirts and all of the volunteers that have made a difference in this organization, supporting so many young people in our community. I want to echo a little bit about what Superintendent Bott said. You can look at someone today and see the success that they might have had. And there's usually something in their past that triggered them to do well, to exceed, to make a commitment to something. Sometimes it's meeting the right person at the right time. Sometimes it's because someone took the time to listen to you and any concerns or challenges that you might be having. Other times it may be the people that you meet through Ypam who give of their time so that you can achieve great things in the future. And so I was trying to think, you know, for every action, there is a reaction. I'm not sure if any of you have ever done a science project or even tried this at home, and I do suggest you do it outside. But you know, if you've ever dropped Mentos into a Coke and see what happens, kind of that geyser effect where the Coke starts spilling over. Well, in many ways, Ypam is what triggers the incredible capacity that all of you have been able to gain through the program. It's that reaction to something of support and guidance that you've received. And so I just want to say on behalf of our council, thank you for the great commitment that you've made to young people in our community. If the future is bright, and I believe that it is, it's because of young people in our community. Whether it's through arts and culture, whether it's through the care of the environment, whether it's volunteering for those that are vulnerable in our community, whether it's, as it was last week, young people in our community who put together some amazing science projects and unbelievable. I had to keep asking what age they were. I wanted to see their birth certificates because kids that were in grade 6 are thinking of such amazing ideas and putting those projects together. So our world is changing fast, but I will say that I'm comforted by the fact that young people in our community and through programs like this will not only be successful for themselves, but give back to the community. Take what you've learned here through Ypam and continue to give back in ways now and into the future. So to all of the young people achieving milestones, to all of the graduates with the Youth Leadership Program, congratulations to each and every one of you. You look sharp tonight. Enjoy the evening, but after this graduation ceremony is over, take what you've learned, apply it at your school, in your community, where you work in the future, carry it through the rest of your life. You'll remember this graduation ceremony as a very special time in your life that made a difference for the rest of your life. And so if Rakshan, if you're here, if you'd like to come up, I would like to present a certificate to you on behalf of the city of Markham. And if he's not here, oh, there he is. Rukshan, let's give a big hand for Rukshan, who's here up the red carpet.
Thank you so much, Mayor Frank Scarpitti, for your encouraging words and your continued support of youth leadership in our community. And I just want to say, I really love how you mentioned your journey is your journey. And this is something that we can all take away, not just our graduates. So thank you so much. And now, as we move forward, it is my pleasure to introduce someone whose journey is a full circle moment. Mayuri Nyanabhaskaran is not just a leader of this program, she is a graduate of it. She has gone through every level of this program with Ypam, so she understands firsthand what it means to stand where our graduates are today. Today, she serves as the youngest principal in Ypam's Youth Leadership Program's history, a testament to what is possible when dedication meets opportunity. She understands this journey because she lived it. So please join me in welcoming Ypam's Youth Leadership Program's Principal, Mayuri Nyanabhaskaran.
Good evening, distinguished guests, families, and graduates. As the principal of this program, it is my privilege to share the purpose behind the Youth Leadership Program and the work that makes today's graduation so meaningful. Our first stop on this journey is Level 1, where students present their speeches on the stage for the first time. I know firsthand that no matter how much practice you put in, nothing truly prepares you for the nervousness of standing on stage, facing a room full of unfamiliar faces. And if we're being honest, those first speeches can sometimes sound like a school band performance, you know, full of effort, passionate, but still a little all over the place. But the truth is, even the most experienced speakers are always learning. So it can feel difficult at first, but growth in public speaking is never without its challenges. Over the next 3 levels, students continue refining their skills, building confidence, and testing themselves in different contexts, from storytelling to current events to business pitches. Each stage prepares them for Level 5, where they go beyond the classroom and into the real world. At this stop, our graduates identified a gap in society. The people who matter the most to us, our parents, our guardians, our loved ones, are often the least heard and lack a platform to share their stories. In response, these graduates, entirely student-led, launched Ypam's first International Women's Day and International Men's Day events to create a space for their superwomen an unsung hero to be heard. However, their impact did not stop there, and neither did their life lessons. These students expanded their contributions across YPAM by taking an active role in Reading to Success and Spelling Bee programs, where they not only supported youth literacy development, but also learned how to guide and mentor other students. They are continuing to build on these efforts through other initiatives such as the math contest, robotics, and even broader community outreach efforts such as the mental health walk. Finally, while helping at YPAM's Volunteer Appreciation Night, they came to understand that leadership isn't always about giving back, but also taking a step back, recognizing and valuing the efforts that other people have made. What these experiences ultimately show is the kind of impact that becomes possible when students are given the opportunity to act. The Youth Leadership Program, along with YPAM's broader initiatives, strives to support this progress by equipping youth with the skills and opportunities to create meaningful change. So, to everyone here today, thank you for supporting these students, encouraging YPAM, and being a part of a community that believes in the potential of youth. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mayuri. And I have to say, once again, thank you for showing us and our graduates that the journey comes full circle, from student to leader. And you know what? Mayuri is a great example, actually, of how leadership is not defined by age, but by impact. Thank you so much, Mayuri. And as we continue tonight's journey, we want to take a moment to recognize those who have helped make this entire experience possible, starting with our table sponsors. A huge shout out to Sudha J. Rajasingam, Ramesh Rajadurai, Uma Vijayakandan, Vince Sinnadurai, Dilani Gunaraja, Dinesh Ratnasingam, Pradeep Chandragasam, Bob Balakumar, Social 7, Rasvan Fayez, Kili Challaya, Anoshan Ahangama, Nimal Vinayagamurthy, Kamal Soundranayagam, Pradeep and Vino, Anushka Chandramohan, and now we would like to acknowledge our annual sponsors, Vidhu Ramachandran, Mayuran Dharmabalan, Lakva Kitchen, and Computech College. We are truly grateful for each and every one of you. And now, yes, a huge round of applause, right? We wouldn't be here without our sponsors. Okay, so I know I've been standing at this podium this whole time, so I'll shift a little. Now I'm gonna ask you all, this is my moment to engage with our audience. Now I know our tickets were a boarding pass. How many of you still have your boarding passes with you? Okay, I see a few hands. Come on, I gotta see those boarding passes. I'm sure you have them, right? Oh, okay, I see Raghavan's got his. Can I see those boarding passes? Wow, okay, look at all those boarding passes. Oh, wow, okay, audience at the front, take a look at the back. Hello? I see a few in the left side, yes. Okay, now you're probably wondering, why is this girl asking us to waive these boarding passes? Well, like I've mentioned before, a journey is meaningful because we take this journey not alone, but together. And these boarding passes are a reminder that you are also part of this journey with us. So thank you so much to our audience and our guests for being here. So now I would like you all to join me in a huge round of applause, not for us, but for you. Woo! Come on, let's hear it for you. Okay, you know what? This is sounding like a 40% energy. Can I get some more? That's it. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, now to keep this up, I'm going to, since that we're split into left and right, my left over here and my right over here, I'm going to ask my left side over here to say limit and the right side over here to say less. All right, can we do this? That's not enough, guys. Don't make me come down there. We're going to say limit on the left side and less on the right side. All right, join me. Left side. Right side. Ooh, I love the energy from here. Okay, left side, you got to join me. We need some more energy here. Let's hear it. All right, thank you so much for joining us at Limitless 2026 and keeping up the spirit. Let's move on. Okay, so now, as we continue this journey, like I said, together, we now turn our attention to voices who have walked this path before. Leaders who have done exactly what we've been talking about. They challenged the limits. They kept moving forward, and they built something meaningful along the way. Tonight, they share not just their success, but the lessons, the mindset, and the experiences that helped them get here. So I would like to invite our first speaker. And now to give you an idea of who our first speaker is, our first speaker brings over 4 decades of international experience. An entrepreneur, a business leader, and a dedicated community advocate. In 2014, as co-owner of Highbury Kenco Corporation, he made a bold decision, one that saved 250 jobs in Leamington, Ontario, by acquiring the Heinz Canada Food Processing Facility. Since then, the company has grown to employ over 600 full-time workers, supporting regional economic growth. His work spans across Asia, Africa, North America, bringing a global perspective with a strong commitment to diversity and multiculturalism. He has held leadership roles including chairman of the Ontario Chamber of Commerce and currently serves as president of the Commonwealth Games Foundation of Canada. Beyond business, I mean, I know, right? Like, you're hearing all of this and I'm thinking, wow, I am inspired. And I hope I can be half as successful and the amazing leadership skills that he shows. So, like I was saying, beyond business, his contributions to community organizations, from hospitals to cultural institutions, such as Markham Stouffville Hospital, the Royal Ontario Museum, and Fort McMurray fire relief efforts, reflect a deep belief in giving back. So please join me in giving a warm welcome to Pradeep Sood.
Thank you for the kind introduction, RP. I never had something like this before. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to start by thanking Ypam for inviting me and would like to applaud them for the great work they are doing to help build leaders in our communities through their very effective business programs. Rukshan, the visionary founder of Ypam, asked me to share my thoughts and experiences on leadership this evening. Let me start with a simple truth. Leadership begins with how you carry yourself, how you treat others, and how you respond to challenges. Leadership is not a title, and it isn't something you wait for someone else to hand you. A leader does not wait for permission to lead. Like many of you, I came to this country as an immigrant with 2 suitcases and the kind of confidence that only someone who hasn't yet seen the Canadian winter can have. I did not know much about the culture, the shortcuts, or the unwritten rules. What I did know, however, was that if I wanted to build a life here, I had to embrace everything around me, the people, the opportunities, the challenges, and even the setbacks. Like today, in the 90s, when I came, people often talked about the glass ceiling. I chose not to believe in them, not because barriers don't exist, they do, but because I learned something important very early in my years. In the limited time one has, you can spend it staring at the ceiling or invest it in trying to open doors around you. Always remember that every new environment has doors. Some open easily, some you have to push to open, some require that you build a handle of your own to get in. In those early years, like most new immigrants, I worked hard. I kept a positive attitude. I gained knowledge. I gained local experience. But slowly and surely, I rose in both the corporate and the not-for-profit world. Soon I was elected in leadership roles, which I had never imagined when I first landed in Canada. Here's the part I want you to know. Nothing about me or my story is unique. The same ingredients that have led to me to be successful are all available to you. Hard work, including the kind that isn't glamorous or that no one sees. A positive attitude, not to be confused with fake optimism, but the mindset that says, I can learn this, I can grow through this, I can persevere. Knowledge and experience, earned one step, one mistake, and one conversation at a time. And most importantly, the courage to embrace and being confident in unfamiliar and uncomfortable surroundings. Leadership is about being the person who shows up with intention, the person who adapts, the person who sees possibility where others see limitation, a problem solver, the person who lifts others as they climb. Leadership is certainly not about having the loudest voice in a room. Remember that our background is not a barrier, our accent are not a barrier, age is not a barrier. The only real barrier is your limiting belief in yourself and what you bring to the table. Don't forget that you grew up, and I'm referring to most or almost all the students here, that you grew up navigating 2 cultures. You learned how to be resilient before you learned long division. You watched your parents work twice as hard for half the recognition. You are the product of sacrifice, courage, and reinvention. You carry the strength of 2 worlds. And with the time you have spent at Ypam, you have learned how to adapt, how to hustle, how to read a room, and how to reinvent yourself when needed. These are all critical steps on your leadership journey. So here's my message to you. Don't let anyone set your limits. Not society, not stereotypes, not even your own doubts. Invest in your growth and refuse to let anyone, including yourself, set your limits. Walk through the doors you see and build the ones you don't see. But always remember, so the 50% of my not-for-profit work, always remember to open them for others also. If someone like me, who arrived in 1990 at the age of 37, with nothing but determination, can make a mark in both the corporate and the not-for-profit world, then you can rise in whatever world you choose. Remember, your story is still being written. Make sure you are the one holding the pen. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Pradeep. Your journey reminds us that leadership is not only measured in success, but in the lives we uplift along the way. And you've shown us that true impact is built through courage, responsibility, and vision. Thank you so much for that powerful and thought-provoking message, and I'm sure our graduates will carry those lessons forward. All right, bringing me now to the second speaker for our evening. Our next speaker represents the intersection of global thinking and innovation, an entrepreneur, author, and strategist, and leader in third culture thinking. He is redefining business and leadership across industries. As executive chairman and co-founder of 369 Global, he has led significant growth and international expansion. Since acquiring Computech College in 2014, Murali Srinarayanadas has scaled it significantly, earning recognition from the Globe and Mail as one of Canada's top growing companies in 2024 and 2025. His contributions to education in Canada have also been honored with the King Charles III Coronation Medal. As the founder and publisher of 3 Magazine, a smart luxury publication celebrating global success, and host of the Third Culture Leaders podcast, Murali brings to light the stories shaping multicultural leadership. A Forbes-published author and marathon finisher, he stands as a compelling representative of the next generation of global business leaders. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to Murali Srinarayanadas.
Good evening, everyone. Warm congratulations to you, graduates. It's such a pleasure to be here. Rukshan told me that he did all of this by himself, but clearly he was joking. Thank you to everyone that has put this together. It is always challenging to put on any event. I'm very familiar with graduations, but thank you to the parents, to the supporters, and the organizers of this. I would also like to appreciate Mayor Scarpati. Years ago, when I came back from Canada from a trip, I came to some City of Markham event, and the mayor came up to me and he said, "Oh, you look like a remarkable young man. You should come and serve the City of Markham." I went a different path, Mayor, but I really appreciated the offer. Mainly because it was someone that wasn't my parent that recognized something in me and challenged me to serve. And when Rukshan told me, invited me and gave me this wonderful opportunity to speak to all of you, he asked me to speak about leadership. And for me, leadership is service. There is a lot of wonderful things that I've been privileged to have on my bio that they listed. None of those things were things that I did on my own. It was service that I gained, that strength, that confidence, a lot of failures, but a lot of people who supported me along the way. One of the things that was mentioned is Computech College. And I acquired Computech College in 2014, but I acquired it from a gentleman named Dr. Tham Vasandakumar, who provided great service to the community, not only in the form of education through Computech College, but in the form of community service through his initiatives in debates on television, through his initiatives in service to the community. And again, another example of a guide who showed, and a mentor who showed me leadership through service. So as you graduate and think about the opportunities that are ahead of you in the future, and you think about your role as a leader, I would challenge you, graduates, to think about where can you serve? Because in that service and in those challenges, you're going to find your strength. Not at the end of the road, whether you hit success or not, but in the journey to it. That's where you're going to build the confidence, the relationships of people who are going to guide you along the way. I wish you all the very best on your journey ahead. We are very proud to support Ypam, and I'm very grateful to be a part of the Markham community with all of you parents who are investing your time and efforts to supporting these wonderful youth. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Murali. You've challenged us to think beyond boundaries and to lead with a global mindset. So thank you so much for your inspiring words and for sharing your insights with us today. And as you can see, what we're hearing tonight from our speakers are not just stories of success. They are stories of people who refused limits, who kept moving forward, and even when the path wasn't clear. Sometimes success, your journey in leadership, is not always going to be a linear line. And that is what connects every leader we've heard from and every graduate we celebrate tonight. So moving forward, I would like to welcome our next speaker. And if you're wondering who this is, our next speaker is someone who embodies precision, discipline, and innovation. Bahi Kandavel is the founder and CEO of North Star Trading, which he launched in 2013, not with external backing, but with personal conviction and savings. After a decade in capital markets at leading trading firms, including DC Energy, Cobalt, and Jump Trading, he stepped forward to build something of his own. With academic achievements, including a Bachelor's of Science in Engineering Science and a Master's in Mathematical Finance from the University of Toronto, as well as a PhD in Finance from EDHEC Business School. Along with being a CFA charter holder, his expertise is both deep and diverse. Yet, beyond numbers and markets, Bahi is also a member of YPO Greater Toronto and serves on the board of the St. Michael's Hospital Foundation, contributing to both business, leadership, and community initiatives. So now at this time, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving a very warm welcome to Bahi Kandavel.
Dear friends, families, volunteers, community members, alumni, and most especially graduates of Ypam'S class of 2026. It is a pleasure and an honor to be here this evening celebrating this moment with you. To the graduates, I would like you to just take a moment. Look around. Many of you walked into your very first session unsure of your voice, perhaps a little nervous about even speaking up. Tonight, you stand as graduates of one of the most rigorous youth leadership programs in our community. Climbing through icebreakers, media literacy, business and entrepreneurship, public presentations, and leadership, This is no small feat. You are truly living up to your name. Young people achieving milestones. Please take a moment to congratulate yourselves. This program holds a special place in my heart because I understand its power and impact. As a parent today, I can tell you the exposure, mentorship, and training that you have received through Ypam is exactly what I hope my own children will one day experience. And I have no doubt that you will pay it forward. When I look across this room, I am reminded of my own story. Like some of you, my family came to this country in 1988 as refugees from Sri Lanka. My parents understood that in a new country, in a new language, the ability to communicate would be everything. So they enrolled me in speech arts competitions all through elementary school. I still remember standing on auditorium stages like this, knees shaking, learning slowly that my voice could make a difference. In grade 5, my parents signed me up for a Tamil speech arts competition. Now here's the catch. Because we left Sri Lanka when I was a newborn, I couldn't actually speak Tamil. But I was expected to memorize a full speech and deliver it in front of a room full of fluent Tamil-speaking kids. I finished 5th place, and to this day, that 5th place finish remains one of my proudest achievements, because I had done something I did not believe I could do. Walking off that stage, I felt for the first time that I could do anything, that I was limitless. This is the gift that Ypam has given each of you. You have done more than learn to speak. You have learned to listen, to lead, to advocate. This year alone, you have organized initiatives for International Women's Day, lifting up the unsung heroines in your lives. You have honored unsung heroes on International Men's Day. You have taken on community literacy projects right here in Markham, knowing that the child who learns to read today becomes the leader who speaks tomorrow. You have not waited for permission to make an impact. You have made it. And that is what limitless really means. It is not the absence of obstacles. Every one of you has faced plenty. It is the quiet conviction that no room is too big, no audience too important, no problem too complex for you to step into. You have put in the repetitions. You will never be the person who says, I wish I had thought to say that. You will be the person who stands up and says it. In an age where information is everywhere, thanks to AI, what sets you apart is not what you know. It is what you can do with what you know. You can persuade, you can rally, you can move people to act. Use that power well. Use it in public service or in business. Use it to mentor the younger students sitting in this room tonight who are watching you and imagining their own graduation day. And before I close, to the parents, to the volunteers, and to the families who drove the carpools and rehearsed the speeches at the kitchen table, you are the unsung heroes our graduates have been learning to honor. You are, nothing happens without you. Class of 2026, you are not finishing tonight. You are beginning. The community that raised you is still here. The stage is yours. Go and be limitless. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Bahi. You've shown us that the power of trusting your path, even when it's uncertain, where it can lead you. And I love how you mentioned that it's not just about what you know, but it's about what you choose to do with that knowledge. Thank you so much for sharing your insights and your experience with our graduates. And with all of our speakers, I just want to say, you've reminded us not only what's possible, but of the responsibility and potential that each of these young leaders carry forward. So at this moment, a heartfelt thank you to our speakers for your inspiring messages. It is leaders like yourselves who help pave the way for the future of these young individuals. We truly appreciate your time, your leadership, and your continued commitment to our community. Your presence here tonight is a powerful reminder to our graduates that they are supported, they are seen, and they are believed in. So thank you once again. A huge round of applause for our amazing speakers. And again, before we continue, a quick moment of appreciation to some of our supporters tonight. We would like to recognize our wonderful table sponsors for making this event possible. So a shout out to Sudha Jayarajasingham, Ramesh Rajadurai, Uma Vijayakandan, Vince Sinnadurai, Dilani Gunaraja, Dinesh Ratnasingham, Pradeep Chandragasam, Bob Balakumar, Social 7, Rasfan Fayez, Kili Challaya, Anoshan Ahangama, Nimal Vinayagamurthy, Kamal Soundranayaham, Pradeep and Vino Jayakaran, Anushka Chandramohan, and of course, our lovely annual sponsors who have been the pillars to Ypam, Vidhu Ramachandran, Mayuran Dharmabalan, Lakva Kitchen, and Computech College. Once again, thank you so much to our sponsors for making this moment possible. And now, with the spirit of celebration, we're going to shift into something a little different, but equally exciting. So now, like before, it's a time for a special moment of engagement with all of you. Now, since we are celebrating this journey that we're all sharing together, we want to give you a chance to take a piece of it home with you. Now, you're probably wondering, what is she saying? How are we supposed to take this home? Well, at each table, you'll find a unique centerpiece. Tonight, each of these centerpieces will be part of a friendly auction at your table. Here's how it works. Bidding starts at $30. If you'd like to participate, simply write down your name, your bid amount, and your contact number. You're welcome to place multiple bids. Just make sure that each new bid is higher than the last. Now, if you're wondering, this is also going to be supporting something meaningful. Tonight's auction will help support initiatives led by youth, for youth, focused on literacy development. And you know what? No auction should start quietly. I will start off the first one of maybe, okay, I'm going to come to this table and I'm going to start off the auction. All right. Can I get the pen over there? Oh. I'm in the process of writing down my bid. All right, guys, the first bid for this table over here, I'm starting it off, so I'm curious to see what each table is going to be coming up with. And as you see, our centerpieces are unique and personalized, reflecting what this event is all about. So let's get this started. And you know what? I'm going to be checking in. I'm going to be seeing how it's going. And at this time, I think this is actually a good time to play a motivational song. And this song is unique. It's not a song that you've heard. So you know what? I'm not going to say much. I'm just going to pass it on over to our DJ. Can we get this motivational song played, please?
Yeah. This is our moment. Ypam. Let's go. From the ground up.
So now you're probably wondering, what is this song about? Now, just by a show of hands, have any of you heard this song before? Okay, I'm seeing the shaking of the head. Okay, you're right. Because this song is being played for the first time tonight at Limitless 2026. And this is Ypam'S debut song. Yeah, that's right. Let's give a round of applause. This moment is very significant, and like Mayor Frank Scarpitti has mentioned, this is our largest event of all past events, and to recognize all the hard work that our students have put in, this is what this song is for. So moving in to the next segment, speaking of our students, we've shared the journey, the memories, and the impact, and now we arrive at what we've all been waiting for. Tonight, we recognize the hard work, the growth, and the achievements of individuals who didn't just dream big, but put in the effort to make those dreams real. These are the individuals who have truly shown what it means to be limitless. So with great pride, let us begin the presentation of certificates. But before we do that, I would like to invite our distinguished guests to the stage to assist with the presentation of certificates. Please join me in welcoming His Worship Mayor Frank Scarpitti, Superintendent Chirag Bhatt, Pradeep Sood, Murali Srinarayanadas, and Bahi Kandavel to the stage, please. A warm round of applause. This evening. And to let you all know, there is going to be a video played for each student that comes up on stage. So when the oh, look at you guys, I don't even have to tell you. Awesome. So to start off, the first set of certificates. To begin this presentation, I would like to invite Superintendent Chirag Bhatt to please step forward. He's now going to present the first 5 certificates. And now, I would like to invite to the stage our graduates. Please welcome Arabi Paskaran.
Next, we proudly present Arabi, a true example of determination and perseverance. Congratulations on this wonderful achievement.
Huge round of applause. And next up, I would like to invite Ajay Pera.
Next, we proudly present Ajay, a true example of determination and perseverance. Congratulations on this wonderful achievement.
welcome Akhilesh Parabaran.
Next, we proudly present Akhilesh, a true example of determination and perseverance. Congratulations on this wonderful achievement.
Please welcome our next graduate, Aliyah Chaudhry.
Next, we proudly present Aliyah, a true example of determination and perseverance. Congratulations on this wonderful achievement.
Next up, we have Anjali Rayaprolu.
Next, we proudly present Anjali, a true example of determination and perseverance. Congratulations on this wonderful achievement.
Thank you so much, Superintendent Chiragbat, for your time and support. And now, to present the next set of certificates, I would like to invite His Worship Mayor Frank Scarpitti to present the next 5 certificates. And now, calling up our graduates, I would like to invite Anushka Chandramohan.
Next, we proudly present Anushka, a true example of determination and perseverance. Congratulations on this wonderful achievement.
Okay, and now our next graduate, please welcome Aaron Luxman.
Next, we proudly present Iran, a true example of determination and perseverance. Congratulations on this wonderful achievement.
If we could also have our other speakers to join in for the photo, we'd really appreciate it. Come on up. A photo with everyone, yes. Awesome. Next, I'd like to invite Balaharan Mayuran.
Next, we proudly present Balaharan, a true example of determination and perseverance. Congratulations on this wonderful achievement.
And next, we have Ditya Medavarapu.
Next, we proudly present Dithya, a true example of determination and perseverance. Congratulations on this wonderful achievement.
welcome Dilani Suresh Kumar.
Next, we proudly present Delaney, a true example of determination and perseverance.
Thank you so much, Mayor Frank Scarpitti. And now, to present the next set of certificates, I would like to invite Pradeep Sood to step forward. And now, to welcome our next graduates, please welcome Elza Muralidharan.
Next, we proudly present Elza, a true example of determination and perseverance.
Please welcome Ganesh Kamalanathan.
Next, we proudly present Ganesh, a true example of determination and perseverance.
Please welcome Hia Shet.
Next, we proudly present Haya Sheth, a true example of determination and perseverance.
Please welcome Kajan Satyendra.
Next, we proudly present Kajan, a true example of determination and perseverance. Congratulations on this wonderful achievement.
Please welcome Carissa Ramphal.
Next, we proudly present Carissa, a true example of determination and perseverance. Congratulations on this wonderful achievement.
Thank you so much, Pradeep. And now, to present the next set of certificates. Oh, look at you, you're all ready for this. I don't even have to say it. We have Murali Srinarayanadas to present the next set of certificates. And now, to welcome our graduates, please welcome Madhusa Suresh Karan.
Next, we proudly present Methusa, a true example of determination and perseverance. Congratulations on this wonderful achievement.
Next, we have Prisha Yugan.
Prisha, a true example of determination and perseverance. Congratulations on this wonderful achievement.
Rishvita Kiriharan.
Next, we proudly present Rizvita, a true example of determination and perseverance. Congratulations on this wonderful achievement.
Welcome, Rajika Kamalanathan.
Next, we proudly present Rojika, a true example of determination and perseverance. Congratulations on this wonderful achievement.
Welcome, Sahana Laxman.
Next, we proudly present Sahana, a true example of determination and perseverance. Congratulations on this wonderful achievement.
To the last set of certificates, I finally invite Bahi Kandavil to step forward. And now, our graduates, please welcome Sayana Kiriharan.
Next, we proudly present Sayana, a true example of determination and perseverance. Congratulations on this wonderful achievement.
Welcome, Sharveen Aruliswaran.
Next, we proudly present Sharvain, a true example of determination and perseverance. Congratulations on this wonderful achievement.
Welcome, Divyan Nagalaraj.
Next, we proudly present Divyan, a true example of determination and perseverance. Congratulations on this wonderful achievement. Next, we proudly present Varshika, a true example of determination and perseverance. Congratulations on this wonderful achievement.
welcome Zain Chaudhry.
Next, we proudly present Zain, a true example of determination and perseverance. Congratulations on this wonderful achievement.
At this time, thank you to all our distinguished guests for helping us celebrate and recognize our graduates this evening. A round of applause. Thank you. And now, to our graduates, you have made it. And you know what? We need to take a photo to capture this moment. So at this time, I would like to welcome all of our graduates on stage for a group photo. on, graduates. Let's see those pearly whites. This is a huge moment. Let's see those smiles. Everybody say, YPAM. Come on, louder than that. Once more. 1, 2, 3. And once again, for making this moment, this event possible, a huge shout out to our sponsors. Once again, we would like to recognize Sudha J. Rajasingam, Ramesh Rajadurai, Uma Vijayakandan, Vince Sinnadurai, Dilani Gunaraja, Dinesh Ratnasingam, Pradeep Chandragasam, Vijay Koneswaran, Bob Balakumar, Social 7, Rasman Faiz, Kili Challaya, Anoshan Ahangama, Nimal Vinayagamurthy, Kamal Saundranayakam, Pradeep and Vinod Jayakaran, Anushka Chandramohan, and Sabeshan Sivasubramaniam. And of course, once again, a huge thank you to our lovely annual sponsors, Vidhu Ramachandran, Mayuran Dharmabalan, Lakva Kitchen, and Computech College. Can we get a round of applause for our sponsors for making this moment a huge success? And our graduates, I'm seeing them all standing there. We are going to move into this next segment to highlight some special student recognitions. So every journey has defining moments. Moments when individuals rise beyond expectations, and tonight we recognize those moments. We recognize the dedication, perseverance, and growth of our graduates, and the many ways they have demonstrated excellence throughout their journey. In this segment, we will be presenting a series of awards that celebrate some of those achievements: perseverance, excellence in communication, innovation and creativity, and collaborative excellence. So, our first recognition for tonight is the Perseverance Award. This award celebrates exceptional resilience, unwavering determination, and the strength to overcome challenges with grace and courage. It is awarded to those who faced obstacles along their journey, but did not give up. Instead, they adapted, they persisted, and they moved forward with purpose. Because perseverance is not just about enduring difficulty. It's about continuing to grow through it. So at this time, I would like to invite Jason Jagun, Vijay Koneswaran, Uma Vijayakandan, and Vince Sinnadurai to the stage to present the Perseverance Award. And now, it is my pleasure to recognize the recipients of the Perseverance Award. Akhilesh Paraparan, Kajan Satyendra, Rojika Kamalanathan, and Divyan Nagalaraj. Let's give a big round of applause for our Perseverance Award recipients. Thank you so much, Jason Jagun, Vijay Koneswaran, Uma Vijayakandan, and Vince Sinadurai for presenting the Perseverance Award. And now, moving forward to the next award, the Excellence in Communication Award. This award is presented in recognition of exemplary character, leadership, and for embodying the spirit of Ypam. It honors individuals who lead through their voice, those who communicate with clarity, confidence, and purpose. At this time, I would like to invite Councillor Neithan Sean of Ward 25, Scarborough Rouge River, Brenda Beck, Vidhu Ramachandran, and Pradeep Chandragasam. To recognize the recipients of the Excellence in Communication Award, please welcome Ditya Medavarapu, Arabi Bhaskaran, Hia Sheth, and Zain Chaudhry. A huge congratulations to all of our recipients. Neithan Sean, Councillor of Ward 25, Scarborough Rouge River, to share a few words with us today.
Well, thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here. I started off my work as a youth worker, and I spent a lot of time as a teacher and a trustee, so events like this are a real inspiration to me, and I have to say, what a wonderful event. What a way to celebrate our young people. The AV, the music, the gala, the vibes here. Let's give a big round of applause to all the organizers. You know, I wish I had graduations like this when I was young. You know, it gives the real importance to the leadership. So Rukshan, Para, congratulations to all the work that you've been doing. I always say Rukshan is our person in Markham we haven't elected him as an elected representative, but he does more than an elected representative does for Markham Tamil community, Markham's all community. So let's give a round of applause, because he's always feeling the pulse of the community and starting to do some work and change things. And he's always calling me about ideas that he wants to implement as well. So Rukshan, congratulations. Congratulations to all the graduates. You make us proud. We want to see you continue to shine, and you are our biggest investment. We need you to take us through all the difficult things that we are facing in the world. So not to put a lot of burden on you, but we are looking up to you to take those challenges, because it has been very difficult for many of us at this time. We know it is a tough world out there, and we need you to champion and take the torch from here. So I'll finish with that, because I know it's a long event and I don't want to take up too much time. Congratulations to all the parents and guardians and family members who are here. I know this is as important to you as it's to your child, because you invested so much time. You sacrificed so much of your weekends driving them to classes, waiting in the car, and so on. So let's give a big round of applause to the parents, graduates. And if you haven't done so, when you get home, make sure you give them a big hug and say how much you love them. And it's sometimes our older generation do not express their love in words, but you can do it and let them know how much you appreciate all the sacrifices they have made. I didn't expect to say a few words now, so I have a scroll that I have for Rukshan, so I'm just going to jump down and get the scroll. Oh, okay, Raghavan is helping me with that. Thank you, Raghavan. So congratulations, everyone, and looking forward to more milestone celebrations like this. Thank you, Ypam. Thank you.
Could we please have Rukshan to the stage? Okay, we would like to invite our principal, Mayuri Nyanabhaskaran. Thank you so much, Councillor Neethan Shan, for taking the time and being here with us today. And now, moving into the next award, we have the Innovation and Creativity Award. This award is presented in recognition of exceptional creativity, originality, and the ability to think beyond boundaries to inspire meaningful ideas. So at this time, I would like to invite to the stage Gajan Aramugham, Bob Balakumar, Kili Challaya, and Nimal Vinayagamurthy. We now celebrate the recipients of the Innovation and Creativity Award. Please welcome Varshika Vasigaran, Anjali Rayaprolu, Aliyah Chaudhary, and Madhusa Sureshkaran. Smile, graduates. This is a huge achievement. Thank you so much, Gajan Aramugham, Bob Balakumar, Kili Challaya, and Nimal Vinayagamurthy for presenting the Innovation and Creativity Award. Our last award in this series is the Collaborative Excellence Award. This award is presented in recognition of outstanding teamwork, leadership, and the ability to work effectively with others to achieve shared goals. So at this time, I would like to invite Kamal Soundranayakam, Mayuran Tharmabalan, Sabesan Sivasubramaniam, Ramesh Rajadurai, and Anoshan Ahangama to join us on the stage to present the Collaborative Excellence Award. Welcoming our recipients of the Collaborative Excellence Award, Rishvita Kirikaran, Anushka Chandramohan, Aaron Laxman, Dilani Suresh Kumar, and Ganesh Kamalanathan. Please join me in celebrating our recipients. Kamal Soundranayakam, Mayuran Tharmabalan, Sabesan Sivasubramaniam, Ramesh Rajadurai, and Anoshan Ahangama for presenting the Collaborative Excellence Award. Thank you all to our presenters, and congratulations once again to all of our award recipients across these 4 categories. These awards recognize not only achievement, but the character, effort, and growth demonstrated throughout this program. So now, moving forward into the next segment, we now move into our special recognitions. The next awards honor individuals whose contributions and impact have stood out in especially meaningful ways across the program. So moving forward to the first award, the Civic Engagement Award. This award is presented in recognition of outstanding commitment to community involvement, leadership, and making a positive impact. At this time, I would like to invite Amanda Colucci, Suji Kugaraja, Jason Brathwaite, and Varun Gajendran. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our presenters. It is my pleasure to now recognize the recipients of the Civic Engagement Award. Please welcome Sayana Kiriharan, Sharveen Aruliswaran, Carissa Ramphal, and Elza Muralidharan. Suji Kugaraja, Jason Brathwaite, and Varun Gajendran for presenting the Civic Engagement Award. Thank you so much. And now we have our students who will share a few words reflecting their journey and experience in the program. Come on up.
Hello parents, mentors, esteemed guests, and our fellow graduates. We would like to thank you for this opportunity and this award. The Civic Engagement Award recognizes something that YPAM always aims to achieve, which is impact, something mentioned many times throughout this evening. Impact initiated and achieved through acts of community service, through initiatives, through community events and efforts. All of the graduates here today have all achieved something, whether big or small, they've all achieved something to help impact our community. It is truly an honor to be recognized for our efforts to help in the community and create an impact using the opportunities that YPAM has offered to us. And as you will hear, we've spent countless hours at our team's beck and call, working to ensure that our efforts would spark change.
A few years ago, we created over 150 vocabulary videos which sparked our interest in helping support literacy. From there, we co-chaired the Reading to Success program, where we grew the program from 3 students to over 40 students in just 3 months. That still surprises us today.
Through this, we've also been able to open volunteering opportunities to high school students where they were able to develop their communication and leadership skills. Furthermore, taking on roles such as junior director allowed us to work with students, parents, volunteers, and many other members of the community where we learned that sometimes you're leading and sometimes you're just learning as you go.
This is a huge thing we learned as Level 5s when we ran the International Women's Day and International Men's Day events on our own. At first we thought, okay, this might be a little boring, but it turns out we were completely wrong, and it was very meaningful. In fact, there were some tears. Not saying who cried, but there were some tears.
We also led the spelling bee. You know, the one where you come up on stage, your mind goes blank, and suddenly even your own name feels hard to spell? Yeah, that one. But beyond the words, we were still able to make an impact, and it was really rewarding hearing from the parents the impact we had on their children.
And thanks to YPAM, the 4 of us have completed over 4,000 volunteer hours, which sounds impressive until you realize that's a lot of spelling bees, a lot of events, and a lot of figuring things out as we go. Through all of that, we've grown as leaders, stepped out of our comfort zone, and learned that no matter where you come from, you can make a real impact. And if there's one thing we're taking away from all of this, is that sometimes the things that you might think are a little boring end up being the things that matter most in life. So, as the first student speakers here today, it's an honor to say thank you to YPAM for the opportunities, the experiences, and for showing us that small ideas, when given the chance, can become something truly meaningful. Thank you.
Once again, a huge congratulations to each of our recipients. And now, moving forward to the next award in this segment, we have the YPAM Ambassador Award. Now, before I introduce this award, I would like to invite Lipi Hajra and Chris Colucci to the stage to present the YPAM Ambassador Award. So the YPAM Ambassador Award is presented for outstanding leadership, communication, and for inspiring others through positive influence and representation. It recognizes individuals who lead not only through their actions, but through the way they communicate, connect, and represent this program. At this time, I would like to invite our recipients who have earned the Ambassador Award. Please welcome Ajay Para and Balaharan Mayuran. Thank you so much, Lipi Hajra and Chris Colucci, for presenting the YPAM Ambassador Award. And now, each of our recipients will now share a few words reflecting on their journey and experience in this program.
Do I pass the mic to you? When can I start? Good evening, everyone. My name is Balaharan.
And my name is Ajay.
We're honored to be voted as Ypam'S ambassadors. But when we sat down to write this, we realized something. We didn't fully know how to answer one simple question. What is a Ypam ambassador?
So we started looking. We checked the website, social media, trying to find a clear answer. But the more we looked, the more we realized. You can't really find it there because Ypam isn't something you read about. It's something you see, like in our volunteers. Think about it. This whole event, from the people welcoming you to the MC and even the facilitators who taught us, everyone here is a volunteer. And without them, there would be no Ypam.
So instead of asking, what is a Ypam ambassador, we started asking, what do these people represent? That's when it clicked. 4 things came to mind: courage, creativity, empathy, and empowerment. Courage because Ypam didn't just appear. Back in 2012, it started as an idea, something small, something uncertain, but people believed in it. Volunteers stepped up, took risks, and helped turn that idea into the Ypam we see today.
Creativity, because it's all about finding new ways to grow and trying new things. Programs like our youth leadership program allow students to build real skills and think beyond what we do in the classroom. And honestly, none of that would be possible if it wasn't for our volunteers who stepped up and put in the time to provide these opportunities for us.
Empathy, because leadership is really about understanding and supporting others. Whether it's International Men and Women's Day or student-led initiatives, it's all about bringing people together and making sure everyone feels included.
And empowerment, because Ypam gives people a chance. It doesn't shut people down, it lifts them up. It encourages anyone who wants to make a difference to actually go out and do it. And we've seen that ourselves. So, to bring this all together, being an ambassador to us is not just a title. It's about showing others the same values we've seen all around us.
The courage, the creativity, the empathy, and the way people lift each other up. And to think that our peers voted us to be the ambassadors of Ypam, we're truly grateful to be a part of something like that. Thank you.
Congratulations once again to both of our Ypam ambassadors. And now moving into our final award and most distinguished recognition, the Valedictorian Award. At this time, I would like to invite Dilani Gunaraja and Sindhu Sudhaharan to present the Valedictorian Award. The Valedictorian Award is presented in recognition of excellence in public speaking, distinguished leadership, and for inspiring others through exemplary achievements. It recognizes excellence in leadership, communication, and inspiration. It is my honor to recognize the following individuals as recipients of the Valedictorian Award. Please welcome Prisha Yugan and Sahana Laxman. Dilani Gunaraja and Sindhu Sudhaharan for presenting the Valedictorian Award. A truly well-deserved recognition to our recipients. And now, each of our valedictorians are now going to share a few words with us.
Mahatma Gandhi once said, "Be the change you want to see in the world."
Good evening, distinguished guests, respected mentors, proud parents, and my fellow graduates. My name is Prisha.
And my name's Sahana.
It is truly an honor for both of us to stand here today as the valedictorians of the graduating class of Ypam'S Youth Leadership Program.
When we first joined the program, if you asked us what kind of leaders we'd be in 6 or 7 years, most of us wouldn't have known. We were too focused on memorizing the next speech, surviving the next impromptu, and trying to calm our nerves that we never really had time to think about what could be.
But that's what leadership is all about. Stepping outside your comfort zone and realizing that not everything will be certain. Now, after so many years of hard work and dedication, we stand here as the graduates of the Youth Leadership Program. Proof that taking the first uncertain step can lead us to places we would have never imagined.
And to my fellow graduates, if there's one thing this journey has taught us, is that leadership is not about titles or stages. Leadership is about action. It's about the moments we choose to step up, whether that's through organizing events like International Women's Day, creating environments for important conversations, or even something as simple as bringing people together through events like bowling nights. Leadership is about lifting others up when they feel unseen. And it's about believing, sometimes before anyone else does, that change is possible.
Through these once-in-a-lifetime experiences, we were not only able to build our skills, make new connections, and maybe get some free food along the way, but also recognize that through our actions and initiatives, we can achieve anything.
We want to take a moment to express our deepest gratitude. To Ypam and the YLP committee, thank you for creating a space where your young voices are not only heard, but empowered. And to the incredible facilitators who guided us from level 1 all the way to level 5, thank you for your guidance, your mentorship, and for constantly encouraging us to speak louder, think bigger, and to lead with confidence.
We also want to say a huge thank you to our amazing parents, those who drove us to classes, motivated us to show up when we didn't want to, and pushed us to become better every single day. Your unwavering support, dedication, and sacrifices have made us the incredible leaders we are today.
We all started this program at least a little scared, but finished it proud of how far we've come. From the first nervous speeches to successfully running full events, the YLP program didn't just teach us how to stand and speak in front of a crowd, but it showed us what it truly meant to lead beyond the formalities.
I can't wait to see how much we're going to all achieve in the future, and I know that through the lessons we've learned from this program, they will carry far beyond today. Thank you.
Can we get a huge round of applause to all of our award recipients? And moving forward, now we're going to move into something a little different. I know you all might have noticed on the agenda that it says a special commemorative presentation. And I know you're probably wondering, what exactly is this about? To be honest, so am I. I was told our president, Rukshin, would be here to help us guide through this moment, but I don't see him anywhere. Rukshin?
Check. Right here.
Do you hear that? Ladies and gentlemen, please turn your attention to the back of the hall.
I think I gave them $5, but they are working for $50, which is good. So, it's a special presentation. Throughout the night, you have heard a number of things, and you're wondering why I'm starting from the second stage, or stage that is not a main stage. So there is a reason for it. So I know it's a dinner time, without further ado, let me get into the presentation, then as I go on through the night, I'll explain what the reason is. What if one number could change the way you see yourself? What if it could remind you that you are not just starting, but becoming one? Tonight is a moment to pause, not to stop, but to reflect, to recognize how far Ypam has come, to reimagine where Ypam is heading next. Over the last hour or two, you have heard about what Ypam does, and you are here to celebrate limitless. Like Arabi said, limitless. Ypam has always been about doing things differently, and not just following the path, but always has been creating one. And today, we take one step further. We're proud to launch a youth magazine, a first magazine that, according to our research, that in North America, please take a look at the LED screen, the first cover magazine of 2026. Tonight isn't just about launching a magazine. It's about renewing a mindset, a beginning of something greater. Because every young performer, every creator, every voice in this room shares something powerful in common. You began with curiosity, and somewhere along the way, that curiosity transformed into courage. And courage is where growth begins. That is where YP28 begins. YP28 stands for Young Professional 28. 28 is more than a number. It's a reflection, a reset, a reminder, a realignment with values, a rediscovery of strength, a rekindling of drive, a renewal of your mindset, a reclamation of identity, a reinvention of path, a recognition of growth. The two represents the connection within the universe, the willingness to open up, to collaborate, to learn, and to grow together. Because no one builds something meaningful alone. Every breakthrough is shaped by people who challenge us, support us, and more importantly, believe in us. The 8 represents infinity, limitless of potential. It reflects the idea that growth doesn't stop, that every step forward is part of an ongoing journey of renewal, reinvention, and possibility of limitless. Together, 28 becomes a symbol of alignment. When connection meets potential, the purpose begins to take shape. It represents a journey from curiosity to confidence, from learning to leading, a journey where youth continuously rediscover the voice, refine the path, and rise into potential. In a world that is constantly changing, YP28 reminds us that we are allowed to evolve, to reset, to grow into new versions of ourselves with every experience, every challenge that we have gone through, and every story we choose to tell. And just like 28 days in a month, remind us of rhythm of consistency. YP28 stands for showing up again and again to create, express, to be heard. YP28 is just not a name. It's a bridge across generation, across ideas, across continents, across every stage of growth. It's a mindset of reflection, renewal, and limitless possibility. It's where young performer or young professional don't just dream, they become one. Our first edition are proud to feature Jessica Victoria Chinchune. Her journey is powerful, reflection of everything YP28 stands for. Over the past 10 years with Ypam, she has grown, evolved, and stepped into her voice with confidence and purpose. From her beginnings to the world stage, she represents commitment, resilience, and the courage to keep evolving. She has earned titles such as Miss World York Region and has represented Canada internationally as Miss Asia Pacific International Canada and Miss Earth Canada. And today, she continues to pursue her dream of representing Canada and Miss World stage. But beyond the titles, what truly defines her is her heart. No matter how far she has gone, she continues to reflect on where she started, and every time she's asked about the community involvement, her answer always has stood to Ypam in the world stage. That sense of grounding, that connection to the roots while continuing to grow is what makes her story so meaningful. Jessica, thank you so much for being a reflection of what is possible and for trusting Ypam to share your story as part of our very first edition. You are helping inspire the next generation to believe in their own journey. And to her parents who couldn't be here today, thank you for the support and to the love of Ypam that you had and standing behind, not only for Jessica, but behind Ypam as well. This magazine is more than an idea. It's a movement, a renewal of how young people see themselves and their potential. This week and coming week, YP28 will launch in 99 locations across Canada. Why 99? It's not 100, and there's a reason for it. Those of you who grew up in 90s, just to say, I was born in 93, but those who grew up in 90s will know what 99 means. For many of us, the number brings us back. It reminds us of the greatness, of vision, and of possibility because it's always been connected to Wayne Gretzky. He didn't play just a game. He reimagined it. He saw what others couldn't see it. And that's what the movement is about, reimagining the identity. Renewing what you believe is possible. Because just like the greatness, it's not built overnight. Growth is continuous to process of showing up, reflecting, and rising again. That's what 99 represents, not perfection, but pursuit. That pursuit of becoming better, stronger, more fearless each day. So 99 locations, it's not just reach, it's an intention. It's about creating space across the country for young voices to rise, to be seen, and to heard through their writing. Because talent is everywhere and opportunities should be too, YP28, it's not just a magazine. It's a bridge across ages, across idea, across every stage of the growth. It's a mindset rooted in reflection, driven by renewal, and powered by limitless possibility. It's where the young performers or young professionals don't just dream, they just become one. So Jessica, can I get you to the stage there? And joining Jessica, can I get Pradeep Sood, Murali Srinarayana Das, Bagi Kandavel, Mayor Frank Scarpidi, Chirag Bhatt, Amanda Colucci, and Chris Colucci. Along with them, can I get Rachit Desai, Raghavan Paranchodi, Arabi Ariyaratnam, and Myrinyana Bhaskaran as well. Nathan Chan, if you are there, you also join as well. And that's part of the reason that I'm hiding here, so that I don't have to look at people and call them. And somebody give a magazine to Jessica so that this could be a photo op. while you guys are there, I would like to two more people who are the young editors of this magazine, Aishu Umabalan as well as Divya Pushparaj, to join them as well. So this is the truly about the magazine. It's not just us. Ypam is the publisher of this magazine, but it's for youth. They are the young editors. Thank you. And I'm going to continue. There are a lot of people, so I've been getting a lot of text why I didn't do welcome speech as a president of the organization. As a president of the organization, I don't think I should be doing the welcome speech. Rather, I should be doing the thank you, because it's the most, because you all came in here with my invitation. So I wanted to really thank you from my bottom of my heart. But I'm going to choose people who has been able to sponsor. So lovely graduates will be giving you a gift basket. So when I call, please rise. Vinod Shamila, thank you for your support. Please rise. Nimal Vinayamurthy, thank you for your support, Anna. Rasvan Fayaz, owner of Byzance. He doesn't want to come to the front, but I have to introduce yourself. Sindhu Sudharan. Sudharan is not here. He's live streaming it. He's seeing it from China, I guess. So, Sindhu Sudharan. This guy has been putting up with me for the last 14 years. Amudisen. And next to Amadisen, he canceled his European trip just to be here. So, Kilichalia. Anoshan Ahagama, thank you so much. Anoshan Ahagama, law professional. Bob Balakumar. Bob Balakumar. Dilani Gunaraja, whenever I call her, she's the first one to come out and support. Even this time, I called her and she said, do you want a table or two? So, Dilani Akka, there you go. Our journey goes over 10 years. Lakua Kitchen, Gajanana, and Varun. Varun is there as well. Recently met Sabeshan. Vijay Koneveswaran, Vijay Anna. So he got me in the podcast, and ever since that, there's like a lot of calls. Dinesh Ratnasingham. Dinesh, did you pay money? So I'm missing one person here. I can't locate him. Vidhu Ramachandran, he was here. And Mayuran Dharmabalan as well. So they're both gone. Oh, Mayuran Dharmabalan right there. And I do have to introduce him like he's my wife. Sujivan Kugaraja, because every single time I call him at middle of the night, he answers. Is Vidhu back? Is Vidhu back? Can somebody call Vidhu? And Pradeepana from Account Tech. And he's hiding from there. I'm just looking at it. Romesh Rajadurai there. Please rise. And Pradeepana, thank you for coming from Australia just for this event. I really appreciate it. And she has been very pioneer, so I'm now going to, because I'm going to be staying here in this table for a while. She has been a pioneer to us. Thank you, Lipi, for your support and help ever since we met about 3 years ago. So Lipi. I don't know, Jason, how long do we go back? We go back 15, 20 years now? I don't know, God knows how long. So thank you, Jason, for your support. Brenda Beck, she has been our judge and has been our supporter. Thank you, Brenda. Thank you, Nathan. I mean, I can say a lot of thank you to you. I'm just going to say thank you, Nathan, for being here, first of all, in your busy schedule. Amanda Colucci, she has been very much supportive to the organization from the beginning. Thank you so much, Amanda. And she's the Ward 6 Councillor for Markham. Chris Colucci, thank you for your support as being part of the President of Markham Board of Trade. Your support goes a long way. Thank you. Pradeep Sood, we made an election. Today we are here at a gathering where, thank you, Pradeep. When Ypam was about to go, well, when we were trying to shut down in 2021, the one person who stood up and said thank you, stood up and lifted us, Murali Sri Narayana Das. Thank you so much. Bahi Kandevel, this is your first year coming in, and we're going to drag you in for many, many years to come. So thank you for your wonderful, inspiring speech, and thank you so much, Bahi, being here. Inspector Chirac, when Chris Boolen was there, we had a lot of relationship. So we're going to continue this relationship with District 5. Thank you so much, Chris. Chirac. So I purposely forgot him because he was busy looking at the phone, so I couldn't, even during the presentation, when somebody looks at the phone in the classroom environment, we grab their phone. So we don't want to grab his phone. So Mayor and I go a long way, but he's been the long supporter of the organization, and thank you, Mayor. I mean, we've been saying thank you to you, but thank you for your support and being here. Thank you. And I did forget one person who did the table sponsor. Even though he's a relation, I forgot it. Uma Vijayakandan. So one last thank you. Sorry, I made away from there to here. So I do have to thank a lot of people. So every single one of you who has been here, dearly, thank you so much. Without you, this event would not be possible. Of course, sponsors, but you as well. But I would like to thank the project team. So let me call the entire project team. So it's not just me, because some people say it's, I put the event and they executed it. So let me call Sabeshan. Sabeshan, put the photo and please come down, please. Arabi, Aishu Umabalan, Divya, Dilaniaka, Jude, Mayuran Dharmabalan, Mayuri, Nishan, Pragash, Prabha, please, Ratchet, Raj Bhavan, Sarangan, Snegda, Sri Bhavan, Tanujan, Taraniya, and DJ Mirushan. Thank you, guys. Vincent, I truly apologize. Every program I make mistakes, and this is one of the ones that I have made mistake. So Vincent Sinadurai, thank you for your support. Somebody gift basket, Vincent Sinadurai. He's right there. Vincent, please rise. So ladies and gentlemen, if you experience something good, please give applause to the project team. But if you experience some kind of unpleasant moment, please blame me, because they did take the directions from me. So if you are not happy with something, please blame me. But if you're happy with something, please say thank you to the team. But I would also have a small announcement, and I don't want to, Raghavan is looking at me like, the time. So can I get Mayuri, Rachit, Prakash, Kruti, Jude, and Arabi here, please? So guys, you all know I was born in '93. That's the truth. So regardless of whether I was born in '93 or not, while I'm, that doesn't matter. The dynamics of the team from Young Youth Leadership Program, I'm going to pass the baton to you guys now. So that's part of it. So this is the young team that's going to be driving the youth leadership program going forward, while I'm stepping back and going to be focusing on more strategic decision and everything. So whatever the support that you all have given me, the love, the support, the guidance today, please do give your support, love, and guidance to this young and dynamic team, even though I was born in '93. I wanted to still highlight that fact. And thank you. And I'm done.
And now, wrapping up for tonight, to our graduates, what a journey this has been. Tonight is not just a celebration of completion, but of growth, resilience, and possibility. Everything you've experienced has shaped you for what comes next. And to everyone here, your presence truly matters. On a Friday evening, you chose to be here to support, to uplift, and believe in these young leaders. And that is what makes community truly limitless. Before we close this evening, I also want to share that this organization, Ypam, continues to do meaningful work throughout the years, supporting youth, developing leadership, and creating opportunities that help shape the leaders of tomorrow. What we do is about more than programs. It's about building confidence, amplifying voices, and strengthening communities through the next generation. And there are many ways to be a part of that impact, whether through support, mentorship, partnership, or simply continuing to stand behind youth as they grow and lead. Because when we invest in young people, we are investing in the future of our communities. And to our graduates, congratulations once again. Tonight is a reflection of your hard work, your growth, and everything you have become throughout this journey. We are incredibly proud of you, and we cannot wait to see where you grow from here. And now to our audience, don't forget to check out our magazine photo booth and to take some photos to remember this wonderful night. And check out our Instagram handles at YPAMCA. And of course, for our YP28 magazine, our Instagram handle is at YP28 magazine. And of course, those centerpieces at your table, it's your chance to take a piece of tonight's journey with you. So before we move on to the entertainment for the evening, just a quick note, dinner will be served buffet style. There are 2 buffet setups outside in the hallway. and tables will be called up 2 at a time to go up. So please wait until your table is called and then head up and enjoy. And now, it is my pleasure to hand the mic over to Prabha Balakrishnan, an incredibly talented singer and performer who will be continuing the evening with amazing performances. So can we join Prabha Balakrishnan, and we have Shyamala Ganesh. Let's give them a big round of applause, and welcome them to the stage. At this time, we'd like to invite table number 1 and table number 55 to make your way to the buffet. We'd also like to invite table number 6 to please make their way to the buffet.
Elle aime le chocolat. Et pour la vie, c'est moi son chocolat. Ce soir, pas de dodo. Ce soir, pas de dodo.
Ladies and gentlemen, just to let you know, there is a buffet set up at the back of the hall, and there is another buffet set up in front of the hall out in the lobby. And families with young children, please make your way to the buffet.
அதை வாங்கி விழி வீட்டினில் குடி வைக்கலாமா நான் வாழும் வீட்டுக்குள் வேறாரும் வந்தாலே தகுமா
தீமலை தீர்க்க நீதான் உந்தன் தோள்களில் இடம் பெறலாமா நான் சாயும் தோள் மேல் வேறாரும் சாய்ந்தாலே தகுமா
நீரும் செம்புலச் சேரும் காலிலே சிறகை அறிந்தேன் காலோடு காணும் என்னும் நேரில் அறிந்தேன்
திருடனே உன்னை அறிந்தேன் திருடினாய் என்னை அறிந்தேன் இன்னும் நீ திருடத்தானே ஆசை அறிந்தேன்
என் பக்கம் உன்னை அறிந்தேன் பிறம் பக்கம் உன்னால் அறிந்தேன்
ஆசைக்குள் உன்னை அறிந்தேன் அதில் கோசம் பெண்மை அறிந்தேன்
நீ நடமாடும் காற்றை கோட்டம் உன்னில் அறிந்தேன்
உன்னை தேடி அலைந்தேன் உன்னை தீயை அழைந்தேன்
தேன் உன்னை காண கரைந்தேன் உன்னை காண கரைந்தேன் கரைந்தேன்
Hello, எல்லாரும் எப்படி இருக்கீங்க? How are you all doing tonight? Great. I know you're all busy. How's the food? Do you all love it? Yeah? How are the songs? Okay. How many of you would like to hear some Hindi? Any Hindi lovers here? Yes? Okay. I'm going to sing it's quite not new, pretty, I won't call it old, but it's kind of a beautiful melody from Rahman so that all of us can enjoy, Hindi, non-Hindi, everyone.
छलनीला ही महापद
check.
Check.
சென்ட்ரல் வந்து என்னை தொடும்.
இப்போதைக்கு மலரை மௌனமா பாடலாம், அப்புறம் தென்றல் வந்து வரலாம். ரெடியா? எது போடுறீங்க? ஆ? போடுங்க.
தென்றல் வந்து என்னை தொடும், ஆஹா சத்தமின்றி முத்தமிடும். பகலே போய்விடு, இரவே பாய் கொடு, நிலவே கண்ணீரை தூவி ஓய்விடு. தூறல் போடும் இந்நேரம் தோளில் சாய்ந்தால் போதும்.
சாரல் பாடும் சங்கீதம், கால்கள் தாளம் ஓடும்.
தெரிந்த பிறகு திரைகள் எதற்கு?
நனைந்த பிறகு நாணம் எதற்கு?
சாரும் ஓடும் நேரம்.
தென்றல் வந்து என்னை தொடும், ஆஹா சத்தமின்றி முத்தமிடும். பகலே போய்விடு, இரவே பாய் கொடு, நிலவே பன்னீரை தூவி ஓய்விடு.
தென்றல் வந்து என்னை தொடும், ஆஹா சத்தமின்றி முத்தமிடும். தரர தரர தரரா, தரர தரர தரரா. தரர 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 தரரா.
மேகம் எங்கும் மின்சாரம்
சத்தமின்றி முத்தமிடும் பகலே போய்விடு இரவே பாய் கொடு நிலவே கண்ணீரை தூவி ஓய்வேடு
தென்றல் வந்து என்னை தொடும் ஆஹா சத்தமின்றி முத்தமிடும்.
விஜிதாவை வந்து ஸ்பாட்டில் பாட சொல்லிட்டேன் இல்லைன்னு சொல்லாமல் வந்து பாடினதுக்கு தேங்க்யூ.
தேங்க்யூ.
ஷர்மிளா.
அது ஓனாடு தெரியல.
தாமரப்பூவுக்கும் தண்ணிக்கும் எண்ணெய்க்கும் சண்டையே வந்ததில்லை. மாமன அள்ளி நீ தாவணி போட்டுக்க மச்சி நீ யாரும் இல்லை.
கம்பங்காடில் போட்ட உப்பு கஞ்சி எல்லாம் சேர்த்த போல கண்டபோது இந்த மூடி நிறைஞ்சு போச்சு நெஞ்சுக்குள்ள.
நாக்கில மூக்கைய கொட்டவா நீ அடி கன்னியா நிறைய கெட்டவா நானடி.
தாமரப்பூவுக்கும் தண்ணிக்கும் எண்ணெய்க்கும் சண்டையே வந்ததில்லை.
மாமன அள்ளி நீ தாவணி போட்டுக்க மச்சி நீ யாரும் இல்லை. ஐயாருக்கு நல்ல போல அவசரமா நீ சங்க அங்க எங்க கையப்படும் அஞ்சு புட்ட ஆமா.
குட்டி போட்டு பூனை போல காலை சுத்தி நீ குழஞ்ச பாபா வந்து டிவி விட்டா பல்ல போட துணிங்க.
சொந்தக்காரன் தானே தொட்டு பார்க்க கூடாதா.
கண்ணாந்தடும் கை ரெண்டும் கீழே கொஞ்சம் நீளாதா.
இந்த நாட்டில் தீண்டாமைதான் இன்னும் உள்ளதா.
வயசுக்கு வந்தப்போ ஆசையே பேசுமா. வண்டுக்கா பூவுக்கா சண்டையா சத்தமா.
தாமரப்பூவுக்கும் தண்ணிக்கும் எண்ணெய்க்கும் சண்டையே வந்ததில்லை.
மாமன அள்ளி நான் தாவணி போட்டுக்க மாலையும் சுடவில்லை. ఊరికే అందదు కాసేపు అందమానం నీ లోకమే నామై మరుపు చేతనైతే నువ్వే నన్నాపు నా నిద్రకు నాసా నీ కలలై చేసా నీ కోసం వయసు వాకిలి కాసా నా అసలు పోగేసా నీ గుండెకు వచ్చేసా నీ రకపు రంగం సిద్ధం చేసా ఎందుకు పుట్టిందో పుట్టింది ఏవో నువ్వంటే ముచ్చట పుట్టింది బురదాన్ని నీ పిచ్చి అట్టింది నీ పేరు పెట్టింది వయ్యారం ఊరి కట్టింది గోరంట పెట్టింది స్వామికి ముగ్గులు కట్టింది చుట్ట మళ్ళీ చుట్టేస్తుంది చుట్టేస్తుంది చుట్ట మళ్ళీ చుట్టేస్తుంది అరెరెరే చుట్ట మళ్ళీ చుట్టేస్తుంది తెంపెరి చూపు ఊరికే ఉండదు కాసేపు వంబగా మెలేసింది నీ వరాల మనసిరి హత్తుకోలేవా మరి సరసన చేరి వస్తు కాపించానిట వంకట్లు సొగసిరి హస్తిగా అల్లేసుగు కొసరి కొసరి చిరక ముద్దల దాది ఇష్టమైన నీ సన్నది ముద్ద రుచి ముట్టేసుకోలేవా ఓ సరి చేసారి నీ బంగారు నెక్లెసు నా ఒంటికి నచ్చట్లే నీ గౌలితో నన్ను సింగారించు ఈ వెన్నెలు చూడాలి నా నిద్ర పుచ్చట్లే నా తిప్పులు కొంచెం ఆలోచించు ఎందుకు పుట్టిందో పుట్టింది ఓలు వంటి ముచ్చట పుట్టింది బురదాని నీ పిచ్చి అట్టింది నీ పేరు పెట్టింది వయ్యారం ఓడి కట్టింది గోరంట పెట్టింది స్వామికి ముగ్గులు కట్టింది చుట్టు మళ్ళీ చుట్టేసారి చుట్టేసారి చుట్టు మళ్ళీ చుట్టేసారి హరెరెరే చుట్టు మళ్ళీ చుట్టేసారి తెంపెరి చూపు ఊరికే అంతకు కాసేపు
I call upon Vijita again for a beautiful melody. Thank you so much. அடுத்த பாட்டு ஒரு செம்மையான கலக்கல் பாட்டு பாடுறதுக்கு I'm just calling upon Pavan on stage, please.
Check. Check one.
Jurassic Parkil இன்று சுகமான ஜோடிகள் ஜாஸ் மியூசிக் பாடி வருது
பிக்காசோ ஓவியம்தான் புரியாமல் என்னோடு டெக்சாஸில் ஆடி வருது
கௌபாயின் கண்பட்டதும் பிளேபாயின் கைப்பட்டதும் உண்டான செக்ஸானது ஒன்றாக மிக்ஸ் ஆனது
ஜாஸ் மியூசிக் கொண்டானது ஸ்ட்ராபெரி கண்ணானது லவ் ஸ்டோரி கொண்டாடுதா திக்கேரி தள்ளாடுதா
நம் காதல் யாருமே எழுதாத பாடலா
முக்கானா முக்காப்பலா லைலா ஓ லைலா முக்காப்பலா சக்காமந்தா லைலா ஓ லைலா
துப்பாக்கி தூக்கி வந்து குறிவிட்டு தாக்கினால் தூட்டாவில் காதல் வீழும்
சின்னங்கள் மாட்டுகின்ற வலை கொண்டு வீசின விண்மீன்கள் கையில் வர்மா
பூகம்பம் வந்தால் என்ன பூலோகம் வெந்தால் என்ன ஆகாயம் துண்டாகுமா என்னாலும் ரெண்டாகுமா
பாடியன் வண்ணக்கிளை மீனைப் போல் துள்ளிக் கூறி செய்வோம் ஓர் காதல் வீதி காலம் நம் பாட்டு போகுது எல்லாத்தையும் க்ளோஸ் ஆயிட்டு தம்மாரு இது என்னன்னு சொல்லுங்க
धम्मरो धम मिट जाए गम बोलो सुबह शाम हरे कृष्णा हरे राम हरे कृष्णा हरे राम धम्मरो धम मिट जाए गम बोलो सुबह शाम हरे कृष्णा हरे राम हरे कृष्णा हरे राम दुनिया ने हमको दिया क्या दुनिया से हमने लिया क्या हम सबकी परवाह करें क्यों सबने हमारा किया क्या दुनिया ने हमको दिया क्या दुनिया ने हमसे लिया क्या हम सबकी परवाह करें क्यों सबने हमारा किया धम्मारो धम मिट जाए गम बोलो सुबह शाम हरे कृष्णा हरे राम हरे कृष्णा हरे राम हरे कृष्णा हरे राम चाहे जिएंगे मरेंगे हम न किसी से डरेंगे हमको क्या रोके जमाना जो चाहेंगे हम करेंगे चाहे जिएंगे मरेंगे हम न किसी से डरेंगे हमको क्या रोके जमाना जो चाहेंगे हम करेंगे धम्मरो धम मिट जाए गम बोलो सुबह शाम हरे कृष्णा हरे राम हरे कृष्णा हरे राम हरे कृष्णा हरे राम बोलो सुबह शाम हरे कृष्णा हरे राम हरे कृष्णा हरे राम हरे कृष्णा हरे राम हरे कृष्णा हरे राम
Just a quick announcement. If the owners of a black Toyota vehicle with the license plate CHXV151, if you could please move your vehicle, as one of our guests who have
parked behind you are unable to move their car. So once again, it's a black Toyota vehicle with the license plate CHXV151. If you could please move your car, we'd really appreciate it. Thank you so much.